Hey there, and welcome. This is Joe from joeThinks Art, and how was your October? Mine was super busy, mainly because I participated in Inktober, or my own version of it, which I'll get into that, and thought that I could do this large-scale art project and still produce meaningful content, which is laughable. So if you like anything in today's video, there's a couple of different things that I do have video content of me creating additional artwork based off of some of these, but different sketches and doodles. The whole concept, actually, of Inktober in and of itself is to do an ink drawing every day. I, however, did not do an ink drawing. But before we get into that, I kind of want to cover what Inktober is, because it's a great exercise. You know, any kind of drawing per day activity is going to naturally resharpen your skill or increase your skill, or both, realistically. So what is Inktober, and what are the rules of Inktober? Well, realistically, Inktober is an art challenge where you challenge yourself to do one ink drawing every day and then post it online, is what you're actually supposed to do. And make sure that when you post it online, you use a hashtag like Inktober or Inktober 2020 if you were to do it this year, and then just continually do that every day, and then watch as your skill increases over time. Bam. So I chose to change the rules, and I'm going to call this Cheatober. So what are the rules of Cheatober 2020? I'm going to use digital media instead of ink. My original plan was to post this video around the election time, and to be fair, here we are, even though it's taken me forever to edit this particular video. But my plan was to actually post every week, and then I cut that out, that maybe I should just post, one or two big videos. I got this one video, there you go. Funny story, I was doing a real good job there for almost 2 weeks of getting a drawing in every day. And then, of course, real life happened. And I fell behind and started doing them on the weekend. And then went through a fun crunch time at the end. But I got actually more than enough done because I kind of started going with a theme towards the end of it. So let's get into this. I did a couple of warm-ups, and what's happening right now in my family is we are all head over heels for the Hamilton musical on Disney+. And I have been watching some animatics and seeing the way that the animatics play out. It's very interesting and neat because there's a lot more music that the writer and creator of the Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda, a lot of music that wasn't actually used in the final product that there are animatics for. So I continued to kind of go with the, hey, I'm going to do Hamilton looking stuff. I really like the 18th century style of clothing and look. And then the king, and I have an entire video that I could do about coloring this particular image of the king that is locked behind a like wall. And if you guys like this video and it gets a bunch of likes, I will do another video about how I colored this and went about it. This is October 4th. This is actually 2 characters from a webcomic I'm working on right now by my wife and I. And I hope to share more about this project with you in the future, but for right now, this is kind of like their reveal. I guess this would be a reveal too. There's another project I've been working on called Shin's Odyssey, and this is actually a scene from the beginning of Shin's Odyssey. This character here is Gris. This is Shin, the main character, and this is his sister having found him after spending their entire childhood apart. And this is Shin's adopted father, Headmaster Schmerz. And I'm looking forward to showing you Shin's Odyssey as well. For right now, again, these are like little sneak previews, projects that I was working on. Another Hamilton inspired. This is an 18th century duel in a forest. Oh, this was another image that is locked behind a like wall. If you like this, I'll actually do a video of this. My wife and I both are very big Sherrilyn McQueen fans, and this is actually two of her main characters, locked in combat. This is one of those characters named Asheron. His eyes are like silver swirly, which is awesome. And this is his daughter, Simi, which I colored. No like wall to see that, I guess. This was my go. In the end, I can see it. I don't know if you all can see it. This was my attempt at Tom Ellis during the Lucifer series. He does a great performance on the piano of Radiohead's Creep. And this was an illustration inspired by that. This was just a random doodle. This character has no name or story or background or anything. But they sure are jamming out. This is actually a scene inspired from Game of Thrones that I kind of just pulled out of my head. This was the last time I would do a picture a day correctly. This is another Sherrilyn McQueen character, Apollomy, trapped in her underworld. She's like the queen of the monsters. This was my go at Damon from Vampire Diaries. Me and my wife listened to the audiobooks of that, and Damon's my favorite character. This was a horrible attempt at Rick Grimes. There you go. I gave it a roll. More like caveman Rick Grimes. Oop. While I was working on this, I thought to myself, what if Donald Trump were to be crossed with Serpentor? And it didn't really come out the way I thought it would, but I was just kind of seeing where the picture went. This was an incredibly poor attempt at Sam and Dean from Supernatural. This is the center console of an unnamed doctor for Doctor Who. I just wanted to come up basically with a center console of the TARDIS from Doctor Who. And then I got inspired. I hadn't really looked up the first Doctor before. And then sequentially went through, and just like here, I did a basic mock-up of the first Doctor. A basic mock-up of the second Doctor. With them crazy googly eyes. Mock-up of the third Doctor, who I have far more respect for now. And here we have Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor. The first Doctor that I can remember. Even though there are many Doctors after him, I don't remember. And we have the fifth Doctor. Very clean cut. And the sixth Doctor, which I think was a good try. I see him in there. Do you? The seventh Doctor. I only watched one episode with the seventh Doctor in it, to be fair. I really liked his TARDIS, and the TARDIS the eighth Doctor inherited from him. The desktop that the TARDIS uses. The eighth Doctor. It's another one I think I could have done better. A lot of these, I only gave myself a certain amount of time. You're not going to spend forever on it. Or you will color everything. This is a good example. 9 and 10 were super fast and examples of why you shouldn't rush. This is supposed to be the ninth Doctor. That's right, that's Chris Eccleston. And the 10th Doctor. I returned to my previous style for the 11th Doctor. And the 12th Doctor. Still not happy with my rendition here, or illustration of the 13th Doctor. But again, I only gave myself so much time, which causes you to kind of move along. I had to do the War Doctor. I felt it was only right. And now you have seen the extent of my Inktober project, and the reason why you didn't get a video at all, and no Halloween video and anything else like that, because I have a life to live too. So, thanks for watching, for sure. Next, I'm going to work on Slowvember, which is a slow project that I will work on, and then I will show it to you at the end of it. So again, I appreciate it a lot. Thanks a lot for watching these videos. If you liked any of this, definitely leave a like, and then in the comment tell me which ones you liked and what you did and didn't like about it, and I'll work more on maybe making stuff like that. Or if you want me to go back to making Final Fantasy based content. I also have a gaming channel that I've been slowly working on putting a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake on there. By the time I'm done with that, 16 might be out already. I'm just saying, but I am working on it. So again, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, folks. Be sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't, subscribe. And if you hit the notification bell, it'll tell you when I release new videos, which right now is totally sporadic, but what can you do? And remember, folks, be kind to one another, and use your turn signals.